So morning all, we are back down at Dobby's, long shot on the camera again. Lexmoto XDV, little bit of an adventure scooter. Now for the extra, I think it's about 1,000 or 1,300 quid, you can get a rack, side panniers in aluminium and a top box in aluminium that makes it very similar to the back end of a BMW R1200 GS. So without further ado, let's walk over. Osmo 4 Bluetooth mic, grab the camera, and we drop this straight onto its mount. How quick is that? Look, it is secure. That is how quick it is to flip your camera angle on the Osmo 4. So here she is. This is the XDV. Now check out those crash bars at the side. The bike does go down, at least your fairings are protected at the bottom. So looking around it, this is grey fluoro XDV. You've got that screen at the front, all digital, all LED. Now down the bottom there are some driving lights. Now these are an added extra that come with the bike. Now the only thing is, they do not work until you put the lights in behind. Now to do that, you have to make your own wiring loom up, and some dealers have done it, made their own loom up that wires into the headlights. So you can have driving lights on down the bottom, but they do not come as standard with the bike. So additional extra, the lights are supplied, but obviously if you want your dealer to do that, it is an additional charge, and they will have to run a loom for it because there is no cabling. Check out the size of those pillion pegs, massive pillion pegs on it. You've got that stainless cover to the rear exhaust, twin suspension to the rear, disc brakes all round. What more could you ask from a Lexmoto XDV? And the seat is super wide on that. Just look how high your pillion sits. So great bike. Let's get it out, let's give it a run. Now sitting in my pocket, and I will have a delve into my pocket and get this key out. This key is massive. Just look at the size, it's like a Jaguar key. So you've got your Find My Bike, it will flash the indicators. You've got the wireless to obviously connect, and the unlock the bike on there. You don't need it, you don't need any of that. Put the key in your pocket, just walk away. When you come back to the bike and you press, it will arm the bike. There we go. So seat and fuel. So we'll do the fuel. I've shown you the seat on the walk around, but if you put it into seat and fuel mode, pop that up. Your fuel cap is down between the rider's legs. E5 fuel, very easy to get in, fill it up. Once you bring the screen up, all digital screen, TFT, look at that. Multicolored, revs around the top, big mile an hour in the middle, elapsed mileage at the bottom, and you've also got your water temperature as well. Yes, it's a water-cooled bike. Now, people say to me, is it the same as like the Honda, the Yamaha, where it's all down here? No. Under this side cover, and you push and let go, there's your coolant. Look at that. And all you do is just push it up, lock it in. So it's push, let go, and push to lock. The other side, you've got a little bit of a storage locker. So in there, and I will get round to doing that. There we go. Little storage locker in there. There's not much in there, but enough to put a pair of gloves or a cleaning cloth. Ignore those. Don't use them. On your controls, horn, indicators, hazard lights, main beam, dip beam, pass light. Over here, start button. You've got also a stop start. So if you pull up at the lights for quite long enough, it will cut the bike off. As soon as you twist the throttle, off it goes again. This one here, we thought it was something to do with the screen. You actually pop this and it will pop the seat rather than having to go down here. Electronic seat release. It will not work when the bike is running. And of course your obligatory kill button up there. Mirrors, just look at the view in that mirror of that van. I've got no shoulder in the mirrors whatsoever. And just set this one up. There we go. Just look at that. So we are down at Dobby's at the garden centre. We're going to go out. When you hit it, it's as quiet as anything. But once you give it some throttle, it does sound very much like an adventure bike, which I like. And that screen is adjustable as well, which is a good thing as well. So you can just set it up a little bit. This is at the maximum, but it's enough with the angle of that to deflect the wind over the top of your head. And once you fire the bike up, the XDV logo lights up red. So it's all singing, all dancing. Just get close on that. Look at that. That is nifty. Right, now being the adventure type of scooter, not only is it good around town, it's also good on those long runs. So if you happen to want to go out and do a bit of green laning or whatever, I think this could handle it. So let's get it out, let's wind it up, let's take it. Shouldn't really be doing it, it's his customer's bike, but let's go down. Stuart won't mind that I'm doing this. We're going to take it down some back lanes. If you watch the Triumph Tiger video that I did where I got absolutely drenched, we are going to do the same route on this. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to put it up the big hill at Great Brick Hill. We're going to have a little run out and then we're going to come back to the garage. Now, we've already racked up a load of miles on this. I've had an absolute blast riding this bike. This is probably one of the best bikes that Lexmoto have done in absolutely ages. Yes, it is a lot more money, and yes, the pannier setup is a bit more money, but you are paying not for plastic, you're paying for proper touring aluminium panniers and top box, so they are well worth the investment. Now, if you happen to be on the launch of the XDV, the first, I think it was 100 bikes came with the pannier and top box kit. Unfortunately, they sold out literally within about the first hour, and we didn't get one, unfortunately, but we've got this one, and we will possibly get some more in if we get a response. And you are rolling. Right, so we're going to go round here. We're going to do the route in reverse. And I'm just going to sit back from him. That is why I sit to the outside, because if he rolls again, at least I've got an escape route to the outside. So visor up for the moment, get a little bit of fresh air. McDonald's is still there, but the fuel station has all been knocked down, and they're currently building a new canopy. It's coming up, it's slowly, the posts are in, and the reason being, they had a lorry pull in there and he was a little bit too high and he nicked the edge of the canopy and shoved it, and health and safety said nope, sorry, the whole canopy's got to come down. So they're having a refurb at the moment. They've had new fuel tanks in there. That should have been finished in February, and it's still ongoing, obviously due with all the bad weather that they've had. Now, seat height, I've got my scruffy old garage stuff on, so ignore the dirty overalls and big heavy work boots, but 32-inch leg, I can flat foot this very easily. So 32-inch leg, you're going to be all right. 28, you might be on a little bit of a tippy toe, but you can shuffle yourself on the seat forwards, and it shouldn't be a problem. Now, it's very windy, it's about to rain. I've got a recollection of Sunday coming on where I'm going to get absolutely soaked again. Now, we can wind it up to 40-45 mile an hour, which is what it is down here. And then we obviously go into Nationals. Now, we're not going that way. We are going to do a left up here. And we are going to go and find some back roads on Stuart's XDV. And then I've got to get it back and clean the damn thing, which is what I had to do with the Tiger on Monday morning when obviously I come back to work. It was absolutely minging and covered in mud. The Tiger's still not sold yet, so the Explorer is still up for sale. Is RB going to buy that? I actually like that Tiger. I just love all the refinements, but Andy GSA Tractor has said that he's obviously looking at getting the 1300 or the 1350 BMW or 1400, the new touring bike next year. And I have said to Andy GSA Tractor, if your BM is up for sale, let me know. I'm seriously interested in a GS Adventure now, and I have had the offer of having Andy's for about an hour and taking it out and having a run, which I may do, and do a review on Andy GSA Tractor's BMW. Friday night live stream tonight, special guest. Who is it going to be? Well, you're not going to know until he turns up, but I've got quite a few people coming on the stream tonight so watch out for that one. This video will probably be up after, so watch the rerun, and if you don't want to miss the Friday night lives, obviously click the subscribe notifications bell, because it tells you every time I put a video up or when the live stream's going up. So this weekend is Super Sausage Weekend. We are, I think, 3 or 4 weeks away from the open day at the garage, which is going to be the 7th of April on a Sunday from 10 till 4. Come on down, meet all the TikTokers, meet the YouTubers, they're all going to be there. And a great day is going to be had by all now. 1 in 4 hill. Great Brick Hill Hill. It starts off gradual and then all of a sudden it opens up and becomes a really hard hill climb. So we're sitting, let's just open it up and get it up to 40. And we're going to have to drop down because it's a 30. So ease down to 30. But the XDV is still pulling up the hill, and I've still got plenty more there. I can actually increase the speed if I need to. Now this is 4-wheel drive country now. We are up into the woods. We are going to go and do a left here. Should I pop in and see Mrs. B at home? Maybe. Not. No, she's working for about 2 hours today. Lazy-itis. And she is then off to spend a weekend with Mummy. Let's just find some gravel and look at the potholes. Look at how good the XDV suspension handles all these potholes. Now there's gravel, there's dirt, there's shale. We came down this in the teeming rain and I was sat right in the middle of the road here. Now the only thing you obviously have to watch coming up the hill is that cars speeding the other way, so nice and steady to the top of the hill. But this is called the rat run, because everybody that is going from Great Brick Hill to Little Brick Hill uses this bit of road. But you can see how bumpy and how dirty it is. Is this XDV phased? Has it wandered? And absolutely not. We're going to go down this side because of all the potholes. And then obviously if a car comes I can move across. Back over to this side. But for country lanes, a little bit of adventuring on this. This is handling it. This is doing the job. Certainly what I want to bring your big road bike down here, like the GTR. It'll probably do it, but... And I can hear a 10 o'clock alarm going off in my pocket. It's saying, RB, you need to have your cup of coffee and your cigarette. Now, we shall do that when we get back to the garage. But Quadrenaline, that's the quad centre up in Great Brick Hill. If you fancy doing a little bit of quad biking around the open fields, it's good fun there. I've been there. And the owner drinks in our local pub. So you get a guided tour of Brick Hills there. There we go. That's the horse stud. That is St Margaret's Farm, where all the horses are. And the new bungalow that they have just built with its garage. Look at that. Isn't that posh? Now, we have a multi-millionaire that lives in our village, and his house is just down here. Now, he runs a commercial helicopter company, and he's got 2 helicopters in the back garden, constantly flying in and out. But he's a lovely guy. And he lives just there. Oh, no, is it? No, just here. There we go. The big mansion house. Nice and steady. Go past his house. Look at the size of that. 2 Range Rovers and a Porsche in the driveway. But he drinks in the pub and he buys everyone a beer. Right. Hello, Mrs. B. Goodbye, Mrs. B. And the car's there, so she's still at home. So through the village we go. Well, this is my home village. This is Little Brick Hill. And no, you won't find the bikes up here. The bikes are kept at the garage. That's the locals. Our little hair studio and village shop. And that used to be the pub, and they knocked all the grounds down and turned the houses back to the original coach houses from the 1800s. Now this is RB's dream home. That one there, that is called Court House. Only 7 bedrooms, half an acre, and a 6-bay garage in the garden. Just think how many bikes I could ram in there. Right, we're going to head back to the garage now. open it up a little bit, go down the hill, go back into Milton Keynes. But what a view when you come out of our village and you see the road, which means I'm going to move over here because that side of the road is full of potholes. If you use the road daily, you know where all the potholes are. Come back over this side, right, into the track lines just there. Not phased. There we go, look at that view of Milton Keynes in the distance. Lovely. Quick shoulder check, we move out. 45 mile an hour. Loads of mileage on the bike. We got now 9 miles on the bike, which is plenty of mileage. And that's all the new builds down there. And they're thinking of building houses at the bottom of our village now as well, because they are running out of green land to build houses on. But it's very handy where you can come out your house, 2-minute drive to the bottom of the road, and you've got a petrol station and the McDonald's for your evening meal. There we go. And then of course where the farm used to be, across the other side of the road, that was all farmland. It is now a massive distribution centre. Yeah, they built more units on the farmland over there, and it's another Amazon distribution centre. But at least it means I get my Amazon parcels a lot quicker. So XDV is running absolutely lovely, running sweet as a nut. It handles off-road as well, and obviously Stuart is going to love riding on this. If you are interested in the XDV, then obviously Lexmoto have dropped, I think, about £250 off of all their bikes at the moment. So if you fancy an XDV, we've got them in stock. Give the team at Eclipse Motorcycles a call, which is 01908 822 458 option 2. That's the bike number. And then of course you want the main garage number, 01908 643 603 option 2 again. That will get you to bike sales, and you can speak to Bex. If you want to see the bike on the website, Eclipse Motorcycles MK.co.uk. That's the website. Go in there, have a look. There is the ride videos up there that we have done for Eclipse. And don't forget Super Sausage Sunday every Sunday, even if it is drizzly or if it's teeming down the rain, I still ride. So you can go and meet me at the garage. I'm there at 9 o'clock every morning. We leave about 5-10 past 9, so it is a quick window. So get there early, meet me at 9, literally bike out and we ride. And we normally poddle off to Super Sausage. We won't bother with gasoline juice because it's a bit of a faff up there. It's nothing to do, but Super Sausage, real biker's caff. And you can get some really good food at good price as well. Live streams on a Wednesday with Peaky Biker, midweek mumble. The Friday night live stream, Friday night live with me, red editions normally, because it's due to the amount of, and you're going to turn right and now you've decided to go straight over. Okay. That's why we wait for people to move before we shift off, because you never know if they've left their indicator on, if they're suffering from RB syndrome, leaving indicators on. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, like, share, comment, subscribe, let me know. And I've got a load of new channels that I'm following, and we've got a young lad that rides on a Titan. I will put his channel up. It's in my list of motovloggers down below. He's just started motovlogging. He's trying to get his audio right, and it's called The Quiet Gamer. So The Quiet Gamer. He's riding around on a Titan. He's having fun. Bless him. It's his first bike. He's backwards and forwards on it, and he's riding it all right. And I do love watching new channels. So I think he's got about 60 subs, so not that many. But go and have a look at some of his stuff. And of course Hitari rides as well. He's the one on the LXS. We are back at the garage, so whatever you're doing, have yourself a good weekend, be well, ride safe, and from RB as always, it's a big goodbye from me. Take care. Stop recording.